Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back for another weekly clean out. If you following this series of mine, you would know that last week I failed to upload a video and have a really good, well, not a really good excuse, but I have an excuse for it because I actually went home from work on Wednesday being really ill. You can actually still hear it on my voice a little bit, but I went home with fever. I was my nose was blocked and I was coughing a little bit. So I thought actually I had COVID, but luckily the test came back negative. So I don't have COVID and I didn't get it. But that's why I failed to upload last week. So therefore, this week we are doing actually, well, a clean out still, but we're doing for 2 weeks. So it's actually going to be week 17 and 18 for this week. And taking those two into consideration, taking that into consideration that it's 2 weeks, it's actually not that good. But nonetheless, we're gonna look at it and we're gonna see how far we got with the challenge. You already know that I am trying to get to 10 million gold, a gold cap, which is what 10 million gold is. Last week, well, 2 weeks ago, which is week 16, sorry, we ended on 3,800,000. That's what I meant to say. So we closing in on halfway. We're still kind of behind on what I want to do, but I have been playing other games as well lately, and I've also been going into end game content. So I have been failing to do gold farming a little bit. So it might not be I might not be reaching my goal, but we're still gonna try, and hopefully we'll still make it. But nonetheless, let's jump into the mailbox and let's see. Let's take a look at what I sold. I can say there's a few pretty good sales. Some duplicates or some sales that are, well, some items that I've sold multiple of, and one, well, big sell, a decent sell, which is good, but it's actually kind of disappointing as well. But we'll get into it because it's a good item. It's pretty rare. It's pretty well known. It's pretty sought after, but well, it's pretty popular. But my price that I sold it for is not that great. But we'll get into it. Right off the back, you can see yesterday I sold 2 Steel Tomb of Lost Legion. They are flying off the auction house right now, which is amazing. I don't know if it's because people are returning back to 9.2, and people are starting playing Warlocks again, more players, and then they've seen this item, so they're buying them. But I've sold a lot of these lately, so and 10k is not a bad price. I've sold them all the way down to like 3 and 4k. I've also sold them for more, but 10k is a decent price, so that's pretty decent. There's some materials as well. Arcanite bars. I've sold a stack of 200. Prices on them is pretty bad as well. But 200, pretty decent. 40k almost. Oh, I actually forgot to mention, for the first 100 auction, we have almost 570,000, 562,000 gold, which is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, that's all right. But let's continue down the list. I've sold a lot of these Veil of the Sands. I crafted 5 of them. 40,000 is pretty bad. I might not even have made profit on that one. But I crafted 5 of them, and all of them are sold. You will see multiple of them has sold down the list here. Some more materials. Phantom Blade I've sold a few of. Not the best price. They used to be way higher. Ceremonial I've sold another one further down as well. I sold this, which is a shield that I actually got while farming for the loaded the Gnomes, loaded Gnomes dies. I can't remember what order it's called, but the dies, the Gnomes dies, and I got this as a random drop from one of the mobs, so that's pretty decent. It's sort of no, that's not true. I actually got it from the Pit of Sauron when I'm farming for the Battle Hill. Now that I remember, so that's not actually true. I got it from, yeah, Pit of Sauron in a Lich King dungeon. Yeah, I completely forgot. I got a few things from both of the farms, so I mixed them up a little bit, or confused them there for a second. From a dungeon in Lich King. Another ceremony, as I said. Some minor things. Crafted gloves here, Swift Steel gloves. Another Veil of the Sand, only 40,000 again, which is not the best. The Dwarven dice here, that's a really good price because these are again really easy to get. You don't really, well, you need a rogue for it, but you pickpocket the mobs. But other than that, it's really easy to get and they drop pretty fast. So 26,000 is really good for that dice. A Spellfire Rope, which is a crafted transmog. Queued another one, so I can make another one. This rope here is farmed from the Scarlet Monastery. I actually bought a bunch of these because the prices on them was like down to 5k, and usually they go for way higher. They've dropped a lot in value, so I'm still making profit of it, but I have like 6 of these in the guild bank, so it will take me a while to sell them all. But yeah, pretty decent. A crafted transmark here as well. Yeah, I don't think this is actually that great. I have queued another one, but I don't think the profit on these are amazing, but nice that it sells. Another Veil of the Sand, that's the third. Just saying. They are flying off the auction house. We'll have to queue some more, but they do also cost a little bit. So it's not all profit because you do have to. There's some vendor items that you can't farm yourself that you have to buy for gold. So if you farm all the materials and you buy the vendor items, you are gonna make profit, but it's not gonna be like huge. But it's still decent. Warmonger I farmed, or I got from my Blasted Lance rares. I have videos on those if you are interested in getting some of those items. 6k. Bunch of minor materials. No, minor materials. Minor styles. Pet. What else? Styling hat. Yeah, nothing too interesting. It's just a bunch of transmarks and materials here. Nothing too interesting. What do we have here? Still no thread armor. Horrible price. But sold. You can get this from various dungeons. I think the last one I got was from the Scarlet Halls. Yeah, Scarlet Halls. The dungeon I did there, I got at least I got one there. Titan Steel, Shield Wall, another crafted transmark is a shield, obviously. But that's crafted one. Decent. Another transmark, a weapon as an axe, actually. Oh, and here comes it. The big item. 142,000. But it's the Skull Flame shield. So I'm a bit disappointed that it only sold for 150,000. Because it usually I can probably look in on the auction house now to see it's probably gone up in price as well. Someone probably bought mine and then probably reset the price. I'm not gonna lie, because you can usually get it for a lot more. Okay, usually the price is a lot higher on these, but 142. I mean, it's sold. It's all right. I would have liked to get more, but I mean, it is what it is. At least it's sold. I got the Skull Flame shield, by the way, from Lower Blackrock Spires, which is, yeah, a pretty interesting dungeon. There's a lot of good stuff in there, so definitely go do that. I have a video on it as well on my YouTube channel, so go look at it if you're interested in that. And then again, some minor, another Phantom Blade down here. They sell really well as well. But that's the first 100 auction. Let's hold Shrift. And let's look at the last 18. I can't imagine there's been anything like super. Oh, there's actually some decent items there. See. So let's loot it up. Loot it up. Loot it up. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of Veil of the Sands sold. Okay, well, not all of the looted here. Why didn't it do that? Yeah, I can't do it. I can't loot it. Okay, not bad. I mean, 78,000 for the last 18 auctions, so that's decent. Another Veil of the Sands, that's 4. So 4 in the last 2 weeks of solo. So that's over 200k in Veil of the Sands. If I were to guess the price, like the profit on them that I've got, it's somewhere in this probably 75k range, like around that, maybe 100. Because I do farm some of the materials, but I think I bought some of them as well. So it might be around 75k. I might have to actually look into it, how much profit I make for it. So it's decent, but I mean, you are spending a bit of gold to make them, so it's not all profit, but it's still decent. It's sold. Got some minor transmitters around it. We got a jacket here, a chest piece that I got from the BFD run, yeah. The dungeon BFD, so that's pretty decent. A tome of polymorph polar bear. Not the best price. I actually think I reset the price for around 5k, or 6k. It might even have been, to try and sell it for higher. So I think I lost money on this one. The prices on the tomes right now, the polymorph tomes, are so bad. Even the monkey one is like down to 300, 200 gold or something. Usually it is like a couple of thousands. So the prices on the polymorph tomes is really, really bad. However, I still made a decent amount of gold for 18 auctions only. So let's loot that up and see where we add. 4.446 million gold after 18 weeks. I keep saying this. It's still not where I want it to be. Because I've mentioned multiple times that I want to be done with this challenge by week 30. Looking unlikely now. Or it's starting to get harder. At least I was starting to look unlikely. So it might just take a little bit longer. But nonetheless, we are at 4.4 million gold after 18 weeks of doing dungeons, primarily dungeons. I haven't actually done much else. I've done a few open world farms, more specifically for toys and pets. No, not even pets. Basically only for toys, and then I've done some some material farming, but it's not that much. So primarily for transmog pieces actually, which I think is pretty decent. Because you can obviously do do it a lot faster. I know other people on YouTube have proven to do it a lot faster. But basically just for farming old content dungeons, you can secure yourself 4.4 million in 18 weeks. But yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed. Next week I'm hoping I can do one, unless I get sick again. Hopefully not. But if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave it a like, comment if you like to, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next clean out or any of my other videos, and go over to twitch.tv and follow me there, because I do all my farms live. Not all of them, most of them. All my dungeon runs, at least, I do over on my Twitch. I do also do other stuff. I have been doing other stuff lately. Some Mythic Plus, and I'm also playing Lost Ark if you're interested in that. But head over there, say hi, come watch me, come see how I am when I'm live on the screen. And if not, then hopefully I'll see you in the next week's clean out. Goodbye.